Avril here with Real Sisters Colorado. Today we're going to tie a Royal Wolf. I'm tying it on a TMC 100 and I'm using 8/0 thread, and I'm going down here to the barb of the hook to put in my tail. I'm going to put in a little bit of a bump down here at the end. Sometimes it helps display the tail. I'm using moose body for the tail. I've got maybe a dozen fibers. I'm measuring the shank of the hook and attaching my tail and coming forward a little bit. Oh, I got quite a spin on that. And just securing those down and coming forward to the attachment point of the wing, which is probably about the 3/4 point or 2 hook eyes back. I'm using calf body. You can use turkey flats or synthetic fiber, poly yarn. I like the look of the calf, although it's a little bit harder to work with. It's very slick. So I'm going to measure again from the back of the hook eye, about a shank length, and I'm going to make a couple of wraps, tighten that. It did slip on me a little bit. Always a wing and a prayer. Oh, I'm going to stack this again and try again. There we go. I got a much better bundle. Okay, so I take my measurement and one wrap, 2 wraps, and then move back 5 or 6 wraps. Straighten it out if you need to. And then cut off your excess at an angle and fill in your butts. Come forward and come in front of those and make a little bump. That'll make it easier for you to divide them. So now we've got the mop head, and come in with your scissors or whatever way works for you and divide these into half. And once you've got them divided, what you're going to do is you're going to X-wrap. Oop, I just lost my grip again. Like I said, calf is a little bit harder to work with, but I like the end result. One X-wrap, 2 X-wraps, 3 X-wraps. Hold the other side. Do the same thing, 1 X-wrap, 2 X-wraps, 3 X-wraps. And now you've got your wing divided into 2 different wing parts. Now I'm going to turn my vise sideways, and I'm going to grab my first wing, and I'm going to start posting. And I turn it sideways because for some reason it just works that way for me. It works much better for me than to try and post it up. I flip it over, grab the other wing, get it started. I find once it's started and it's got a little bit of a pressure that it posts really well. I got a few stray fibers, but we can clean all of this up. Okay, so I've posted my wing, and then I stand them up and clean up some of these little stray calf hairs into the position that I want them, and then I apply a little bit of glue to where we've just posted. That helps set the wing. Okay, so still got a little bit of calf hair. All right, so now we've got our wings in place, and I'm going to move back to the back of the fly to the hook point again, where I will attach my peacock curl. A couple of wraps to do that. And it's just like a little peacock butt end here. You don't want to cut this off. A couple of wraps. And leave it kind of facing forward. You're going to attach your red tinsel. This is the bling of the fly. I think that trout love, I've got myself wrapped up here. Trout love bling. So I always like to add a little bling. This particular fly just happens to have this little skirt. A couple of wraps to attach that. And then 1, 2, 3. Tie that off. And then come in front of your peacock curl and move forward to just behind your wing, and then wrap the rest of your peacock curl. A couple of wraps. Cut that off. And then come forward in front of your fly wing, and I'm going to use a piece of red hackle because I have it and I think it would look cool. Cut off the, strip the barbs off the front of it so that you've got a nice base to catch. Come between the two wings and catch that barb of the fly. And then start stacking the hackle behind. And I like it nice and full. Gives it that wolfy look. And then come between, and 1, 2, 3. And this is where it's really important that you've left yourself enough room in the front of the fly. Catch this hackle. I've caught a few fibers, but we can clean all that up. Make sure I can tie that down. Snip off my hackle. I'm going to do a little bit of cleanup. A few fibers. I always put my thread behind my finger, that way, I can try and avoid catching the thread. And hit finish. And I still have one or two strays, but it's looking good. Okay, stand up your little wings. And there you have it, the royal wolf. Until next time, tight lines, and make it a great day.